Welcome to the basement Dino Dungeon. Today we are going to have plenty of different battles. Let's begin. Alright guys, let's have our first battle of the day. We have the Kryptops right over here. This is a brand new figure and let's choose an opponent for the Kryptops. Let's spin the wheel. And we have landed on an empty spot, which means we are able to choose any figure to battle. How about the latest one? Ceratosuchus. Wow, this will be epic. Kryptops versus Ceratosuchus. Who's gonna win the battle? Let's decide. Alright guys, Kryptops versus Ceratosuchus. Who's gonna win in a battle? I'll let you guys know. It all depends on where the battle will take place. If it's in the water, because Ceratosuchus is actually a semi-aquatic dinosaur. If it's in the water, Ceratosuchus will have the upper hand. If it's on the land, Kryptops, which is stronger, has a larger bite force, will definitely defeat the Ceratosuchus. So it all depends on the environment, okay? So if it's in the water, Ceratosuchus can actually attack with stealth, just like crocodiles, okay? So this battle, I would say it is a draw. Alright guys, next battle of the day. Let's spin the wheel to choose an opponent. We have the Spinosaurus right here, and we have the extreme damage Spinosaurus right over here. Let's choose an opponent for the Spinosaurus. Let's spin this wheel. Let's spin it. We have landed on another empty spot, which means we are able to choose an opponent for the Spinosaurus. How about let's make it fair, let's make it exciting. Let's choose the Indominus Rex. Alright guys, Indominus Rex versus Spinosaurus. And guess what we have right here? Camouflage and better Indominus Rex versus the extreme damage, the epic attack Spinosaurus, okay? So who is gonna win in a battle? I want you guys to comment down below. Indominus Rex and Spinosaurus, they are roughly about the same size, 50 to 60 feet. But the Spinosaurus does have an advantage in water because just like the Ceratosuchus, it is a dinosaur with aquatic abilities. It is able to swim, but the Indominus Rex is extremely intelligent and it is able to camouflage. So he's gonna use his intelligence against the Spinosaurus, whether it is on land or water. If the battles are gonna happen in the water, I think the battles will end up like 50-50. On land, Indominus Rex is gonna win 9 out of 10 times. So I'm gonna say the Indominus Rex will be the winner. Yep, unless it is in the water, the Indominus Rex may lose a couple of battles. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Before we move on to the next battle, I will show you guys a couple of figures of Spinosaurus as well as Indominus Rex. Right here, we have a beautiful golden captive collection. Indominus Rex, I think we should have more Indominus Rex figures, but let me find. I have a metallic green Spinosaurus right here. I also have a metal mini right here as well. So, awesome stuff. Hear from you guys. Indominus Rex versus Spinosaurus. Which team are you guys on? Alright, I missed out one more Indominus Rex figure. This is actually the Sound Search Indominus Rex. Another awesome figure. Let's spin the wheel again. Let's do this. We have landed on the Pyroraptor, but we don't have a Pyroraptor today because I have actually brought a lot of other carnivores, okay? So let's choose one. How about this one? The Majungasaurus. And let's choose an opponent for the Majungasaurus. Let's spin this. We have landed on a Atrociraptor. We don't have an Atrociraptor So we are going to choose a Mapusaurus. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Which one do you guys think will win? Alright, we have the epic evolution Majungasaurus right here, and we also have the Chaos Fury Mapusaurus right over here. This is going to be a very one-sided battle because the Majungasaurus is only about 20 feet and weighs about 1.5 tons, okay? Mapusaurus on the other hand is about 30 to 40 feet and can weigh up to 8 tons. So it is definitely way heavier and larger and stronger than the Majungasaurus, unless the Majungasaurus has a very clever tactic. Otherwise, there's absolutely no way that the Majungasaurus can defeat the Mapusaurus. So, final verdict, Mapusaurus. Alright, let's have a look at some Majungasaurus figures. We have two little figures right here, and these are basically Mattel minis of the Mahanga lizard. For the Mapusaurus, unfortunately, we only have one more right here, which is almost the same, but you can see these are actually slightly different in terms of the paint scheme, okay? So, Mapusaurus versus Majungasaurus, clear winner, Mapusaurus. Let's go! Alright guys, let's spin the wheel again. We have landed on the Indoraptor. That is a very fun battle. We have brought our track and attack Indoraptor right here. Awesome figure, I love this. The eyes can actually glow up in red. And there's also a button. Where's the other button? Right here to open and close the mouth. So we have Indoraptor, okay? Indoraptor is an extremely intelligent hybrid dinosaur. Let's spin the wheel and decide its opponent. Let's go. We have landed on the Carnotaurus. This is going to be fun because they are roughly about the same size, guys. Carnotaurus right here. We have, what is this? The Legacy Collection Carnotaurus Demon. Beautiful figure. I want you guys to comment in the chat who's gonna win. Alright guys, so the Indoraptor is roughly about 24 feet and the Carnotaurus can range from 20 feet to 30 feet. But do you guys know that the Indoraptor has extreme intelligence? Yes, it is a hybrid dinosaur, so it is very smart, way smarter than the Carnotaurus. The Carnotaurus also has its own advantage because it is a very agile dinosaur, but its weakness is basically its lower intelligence as well as his very short arms. So all the Carnotaurus could do is to hit butt the Indoraptor. But the Indoraptor is extremely fast, extremely intelligent, and can also attack stealthily. So there is no way the Carnotaurus can actually defeat the Indoraptor. Absolutely no way. Perhaps 9 out of 10 times the Indoraptor is gonna win, that's for sure. I would love to hear from you guys whether you agree or disagree. Now let's have a look at some Indoraptor figures, okay? So I've actually brought this one, a minifigure, and you can see there are some damage on the Indoraptor. It's not easy to inflict damage on the Indoraptor because it is so smart. Okay, let's see whether we do have other Carnotaurus figure. Yes, we have one right over here, and this is one with a broken horn. So the broken horn could be suffered during a battle because the Carnotaurus will be able to use its horns against its prey, against its predator, or against its opponent. Okay, so perhaps it could have damaged this little horn while in a battle. So, yep. And here we do have another Carnotaurus, and this is actually a Carnotaurus hatchling. Let's see whether we have other Indoraptor figures. Nope, we don't have. So, yep. Final verdict. Indoraptor will be the winner. Alright guys, let's spin the wheel again. We have landed on the Indominus Rex, okay? We have already battled the Indominus Rex, but we do have one which is very similar to the Indominus Rex. One that the Indominus Rex has DNA of. Make a guess. Alright, it is the Giganotosaurus. Yes, Indominus Rex actually has the DNA of Giganotosaurus. And let's choose an opponent for the giant southern lizard. Let's spin the wheel. We have landed on Spinosaurus. Besides Spinosaurus, shall we choose another carnivore? How about the Bexor? This is going to be interesting, but I think we all know who's going to be the winner. Alright, what do we have right here? We have the strike and raw Giganotosaurus. I'm not too sure whether the sounds are still working. Let's try. Perhaps we need to change the batteries of this. I think so. I think we need to change the batteries of this figure. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But let me just change this to see whether it still works. Alright, I have performed a surgery on the Giganotosaurus and it is back alive. Okay, the strike and raw Giganotosaurus, the giant southern lizard, a huge carnivorous dinosaur. We also have the Bexor epic evolution chaos theory figure. Who's gonna win in this battle? Let me know. Alright guys, this is an easy victory for the Giganotosaurus and I'll let you guys know why. Giganotosaurus, known as the giant southern lizard, was built like a tank. It was roughly about 40 feet long and weighs about 8 tons, okay? It was basically built with sheer power to bring down huge herbivores like the Argentinosaurus. So there's no way the Giganotosaurus can actually lose to Bexor, which is only about 24 feet long and weighs about 2 tons. You know, Bexor will be an extremely smart hunter that will actually attack its prey from behind with stealth, okay? So there's a chance that it can actually sneak up on the Giganotosaurus to inflict some damage, but there's no way that it can actually overpower a carnivore that is so much heavier, so much stronger than the Bexor. So there's absolutely no way. So 10 out of 10 times, Giganotosaurus will win Bexor. That is definitely an easy victory for the Giganotosaurus. Okay guys, let's have a look at some Giganotosaurus figures, okay? We have a shiny metallic Giga right over here. For the Bexor, I have brought this one. This is basically the captive collection. And the other one, it's actually the Mattel Mini. So these are the only 3 figures that are presently around for Bexor. Of course, the Giganotosaurus, we have plenty of other figures. Let me show you guys one that I really like. Okay, which is the Hammond Collection Giganotosaurus. In my opinion, this is basically the best Giganotosaurus figure so far in the entire Jurassic World line. Okay, so yep, easy victory, unfair battle. Yep, Giganotosaurus, you are the winner. Alright guys, next battle of the day. We have landed on the Carnotaurus. For the Carnotaurus, we are going to select a carnivore. I mean, of course, every dinosaur right here is actually a carnivore. Shall we choose the Ceratosaurus? This is gonna be fun. Ceratosaurus versus, let's see, let's spin the wheel. We have landed on a Indoraptor. How about let's choose the Allosaurus? I think this battle is gonna be very, very balanced. It's gonna go either way. So I want to hear from you guys, okay? But first, let's have a look at these 2 figures. This is basically the very first Mattel Allosaurus. the Rorivore. I've removed the batteries because it is no longer working. That's very, very sad. Allosaurus is known as the different lizard, and we also have the horned lizard right here. This is basically the epic evolution Ceratosaurus. Beautiful one. So let's decide who's gonna win the battle. Alright, so this battle, I wasn't expecting this, okay? Ceratosaurus is actually can grow up to about 23 feet and weighs about 2 tons, okay? It also hunted both on land and possibly in water as well. The Allosaurus, on the other hand, is roughly about double the size of a Ceratosaurus. It could grow up to 38 feet or 40 feet in length and weighs roughly about 1.5 to 2 tons, which means it is twice the size of the Ceratosaurus, okay? It also has teeth that are serrated that can be used to tear flesh, meaning it is used to hunt huge animals, okay? So very likely the Allosaurus is gonna win the battles 8 out of 10 times if it happens on land. Perhaps the 2 times that happened in the water, Ceratosaurus may have a slight advantage. So I'm gonna say the Ceratosaurus will win 80% of the time. Yes, and the winner is the Allosaurus. If you guys disagree, do not fear, just let me know down below, okay? Now we take a look at some Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus figure. We didn't bring much, but I've actually brought this one, which is the captive collection Ceratosaurus minifigure. Let's see whether there are any other Allosaurus figures right here on the table. Okay, I have seen one right over here. This is a beautiful Mattel mini of an Allosaurus that has a movable jaw. So Allosaurus is known as the different lizard, and the Ceratosaurus is known as the horned lizard. And the winner is Allosaurus. Next battle, let's have 2 brand new figures, Jackapew versus Lophostropheus. Who's gonna win? Let me know. This is gonna be a very one-sided victory for the Lophostropheus because the Jakapil is actually a herbivore. I just found out that it is actually a herbivore, and the length is only about 6 feet and weighs about 30 pounds. Whereas the Lophostropheus is about 12 feet and weighs about 300 pounds. 10 times the weight of the Jakapil, and it is a carnivore, and this is a herbivore, so 100% the Lophostropheus is going to win the Jakapil. There is no debate about this. You guys can disagree, but there is no way the Lophostropheus can lose to a herbivore. Perhaps it can inflict some damage because it has some spikes on its body. While the Lophostropheus is trying to feed on it, trying to bite it, it might hurt its jaw. But you know, this one is actually like way bigger. These figures are not telling you the actual skill. But yes, Lophostropheus is gonna win the Jakapil very easily. He's just gonna attack from the back using his very strong jaws, just overpowering the Jakapil easily. No contest at all. So the winner is Lophostropheus. Alright guys, for the Jackapew and Lophostropheus, we do not have any figures. So let's spin this. We have landed on the Indoraptor as well as the Carnotaurus, so we have already seen them. So let's spin the wheel again. We landed on the same one again. Majungasaurus. Shall we just choose a flying reptile? What about this one? Dsungaripterus versus the other flying reptile. What is this? Make a guess. Ornithocyrus. Okay, so these two are very new figures. This is basically from the, what do you call this pack? Danger pack. Dsungaripterus versus Ornithocheirus. Who's gonna win? Let me know down below. Alright, let's go. So the Dsungaripterus is actually way smaller than the Ornithocheirus. I just learned about this. Okay, so the Dsungaripterus actually has a wingspan, which means from here to here, of 12 feet. Ornithocheirus, on the other hand, the wingspan can be up to 26 feet, which is almost double the wingspan of the Dsungaripterus, okay? Which means it was able to fly higher and attack from higher ground or higher, from a higher elevation. Dsungaripterus, perhaps on land, could have a slight advantage due to its curved beak that was able to crush shells. Okay, so Ornithocheirus, according to what I researched, will definitely overpower the Dsungaripterus, especially if the battle happens in the air, because it is able to fly higher, will be able to swoop down, possibly even fly faster and attack the Dsungaripterus from top. Okay, so easy victory for the Ornithocheirus. Do you guys agree? Let me know down below. Okay, our final battle of the day will be my favorite dinosaur. Since I was a little kid, I love the T-Rex since I was a little boy, like you guys who are watching this video right now. We have the all-out attack Tyrannosaurus Rex. Perhaps this is the most fun figure of a T-Rex ever because of this movable neck. When you press this button, it just moves so smoothly, and the jaws are also able to open and close and roar at the same time. So all-out attack Tyrannosaurus Rex is definitely one of the most fun T-Rex figures out there. Okay, so we're gonna put it to battle against the Baryonyx. It's gonna seem like a very unfair battle because the T-Rex is actually way bigger than the Baryonyx, but don't forget, the Baryonyx is a semi-aquatic dinosaur. If the battle happens in the water, the Baryonyx may have a slight upper hand. And right here, we have the epic attack Baryonyx over here. This is a beautiful one. And Baryonyx is known as the heavy claw because the first claw is actually way bigger and heavier than the other remaining claws. And of course, the T-Rex is known as the Tyrant Lizard King, okay? King Lizard, King Tyrant Lizard, very cool. So, who's gonna win the battle? Let me know down below. Alright, so the Tyrannosaurus Rex can actually weigh up to 8 to 10 tons, whereas the Baryonyx is roughly about 1 to 2 tons. It is way bigger, way heavier than the Baryonyx. Of course, the length is about 43 feet. I think the Baryonyx is roughly about 30 feet, but the weight just overpowers the Baryonyx. And the Baryonyx is known to have a conical mouth, which means this is more suited to catch fish rather than tearing flesh of huge animals, whereas the T-Rex, the jaw has an extremely huge bite force, one of the heaviest and the largest bite force in the entire history of all animals and dinosaurs. The T-Rex is basically made for bone-crushing attacks. So 10 times out of 10 times, the T-Rex is gonna win the Baryonyx, unless the battle it's in the water. The Baryonyx may stand one chance out of 1,000 chance to defeat the Tyrannosaurus Rex, because the T-Rex is just way too huge. The jaw is just way too huge. You can see it can basically crush through any dinosaurs, yep, especially smaller ones like the Baryonyx. So there is absolutely no chance the T-Rex will lose in a battle against the Baryonyx. The Baryonyx may try to attack from behind, but guess what? The T-Rex will be able to swing its heavy tail, its strong tail, back at the Baryonyx, just smashing the face of the Baryonyx and using its huge bite force, just lands an incredible blow on it. It has absolutely no chance of defeating the Tyrannosaurus Rex. If you guys disagree, let me know down below. Okay? Alright, that concludes our battle, but let's have a look at some of the T-Rex figures that I brought. I'm not too sure whether you guys have seen this before. Some of you guys may not have seen this before. This is an epic attack baby T-Rex, and right here we have the Mattel mini T-Rex. I brought two. One of it actually has some stripes, so this is a very cool figure. I've also brought some Baryonyx over here. This is Baryonyx green, and this is the mechanical arm. Oh, this is not a mechanical arm. The mechanical arm, where is the mechanical arm Baryonyx? I thought I brought it. Apparently not. But yes, these are all the different figures that I have shown you guys today. Which battle do you guys enjoyed the most? Let me know down below, and I want to hear from you guys what other battles you guys want to see, okay? I will see you guys in the next video. Stay awesome. Goodbye.